good morning everyone. We are from LPE 2031 Group 15. My name is Muhammad Loman Hakim bin Muhammad Fauzi. My metric number is 203239.
Hi everyone, my name is Nur Alifa Ilana binti Muhammad Syarihan. My matrix number is 204615.
Hello, my name is Clarence Lewin Champin and my matrix number is 203240.
Hi, my name is Luqman Wafi bin Khalid, metric number 200269.
So for today, we are going to have a group discussion and our focus today is the banning of smoking in eateries is violating the right of people to smoke. The ban can be seen as a form of mistreatment on people's right and freedom. So, who would like to give the first view of point about this focus?
I would like to go first. I am against the topic. I personally believe that the smoking can affect the second-hand smoker in a worse way, because according to US Department of Health and Human Service report, there is a death that recorded nearly 34,000 of premature death due to heart attack. So how the exposure affect the second-hand smoker is by the exposure of the smoke of a second-hand smoke can damage the lining of the blood vessels, which can cause your blood vessels to be more stickier. So these changes can cause a deadly heart attack and affect the cardiovascular system. Don't you think that, Wafi?
Yeah, my opinion will be against this topic. So I think that what Liana said just now is true, because cigarette have materials that can harm human body and they give addiction to smokers because they have nicotine. So when it give addiction to smokers, it can harm human body like Liana said just now. So the smokers will have many disease that can harm their body. So in the statistic, it shows that 50% of smokers die of smoking related disease and their life expense is reduced from 10 to 15 years.
Okay. I see your point. But before I stated my opinion, I would like to point out that by the statistic by Global Adult Tobacco Survey in 2011, it shows that 1 in 2 adults smokes. So that's roughly 4.6 million people smoked at 2011, and it's increasing each year. So by 2019, the number will be increased also. So what I'm trying to say is, before that, by banning smoking in eateries, I think we are infringing the rights of 4.6 million people, and that's like you say, the second-hand smokes, right? Second-hand smoke. I think the smokers know about the side effects of their smokes to their people around them. Let us not look too far and just look at the restaurants and eateries in Serdang UPM. They cannot smoke in KFC, Texas, or McDonald's. That for sure, right? The only place they can eat is a cheap place that doesn't have ban in smoking. But usually when we see in restaurant, they usually stay outside of the area where people normally use, usually outside the restaurant or maybe just at the balcony of the restaurant, because they know the effect of the secondhand smoke. So I think that maybe people who have a heart attack due to secondhand smoke is just prone to having heart attack in the first place. We cannot blame them 100%. And my point is, smokers already antagonized in our society enough. People are afraid to go to smokers nowadays. That's why I think that just by banning eateries, we are infringing more on their rights and oppress more of them. That's my opinion.
I agree with Hakim because I believe that eateries outlet is a place and also a medium for smokers to release tension and stress from difficulties and work. I will provide you with a statistic in Malaysia. Up to 83% of smokers smokes at eateries due to easy spot for smoking rather than smoking at home. This statistic accumulate up to 69% of working adults and the rest are teenagers. From this statistic itself, we can know that the working adults experience a lot of hardship, tension, depression, and also a very long day of work, maybe due to working schedules or also working stress. And with that, they need a place, a medium for them to release this tension and stress. Therefore, they are using the medium which is at the eateries to smoke, and the best way for them to release tension, and also at the same time having a small meal or perhaps lunch or dinner. So that's why the smokers smoke at eateries, which is a public space rather than home, which can bring more harmful damage to the society and also the smoke itself.
Yes.
Yeah, but as far as I concerned, don't you think that smoking affect the public? That it's like it's okay. The thing is, it's not about the right of the smoker. It's about the right of the other people as well. So don't you think that we have to take care of the public's health more than the one that who's really want to smoke because of due to addiction?
May I interrupt you?
No, let me finish my points. So I personally think that we should take we should see that this smoke is affect not just the smoker but the second smoker as well. Don't you think that, Wafi?
Yeah, because it's actually one way of smokers to quit smoking. Because first, they cannot smoke at home. They don't want their family to get to be a secondary smoker, so they smoke at eateries. So the government don't want the secondary smokers to get involved in smoking, so the government banned the smoking in eateries. So this is a step by step for the smokers to quit smoking. So I think it's good for smokers.
Good fact, but I have to disagree with you because that comes to my second opinion of our discussion, which is accommodations. Well, one thing for sure that lacking and very lack of smoking zone throughout the region and the country is also one of the reasons for smokers to smoke at eateries. Due to this matter, eatery is the only option for smokers to smoke, and like I said just now, and at the same time having a meal. And if you can see, if you look at a bright side of a castle, you cannot blame smokers entirely, because when you ban smoking, you cannot stop smokers from smoking immediately. Therefore, any banning of smoking should provide more smoking zone for smokers. Like, I understand that you're trying to say that you're trying to protect the society by not allowing smokers to smoke in eateries. But one thing for sure, the government should also provide a fundamental steps for the smokers, because you cannot just say we are going to ban smoking, therefore you have to stop smoking.
Yes.
You have to provide a step-by-step solution for smokers to stop smoking as well. If not, like, think in the future, because in our current status quo, when you ban smoking, I believe that up to that 83% of smokers were going to rally up and make a riot
Yes.
in our country.
I agree with that. Yes, and just like Clarence said, we need a step by step, because addiction is a disease that can be hard to cure. From my personal experience in Japan, right, there we found many space just for smoking only. But in Malaysia, we doesn't have that kind of spot. And to implement that spot where people can smoke only, or where people can smoke freely, is very expensive. That's why smokers tend to go to eateries to smoke. Yes.
Can I interrupt you?
Yes, you can.
I agree with the accommodation points, but I feel like we have to still ban the smoking in the eateries, because in eateries we have, like, not just adults, we have babies, we have infants and children who doesn't even know what smoke is. So why we have to expose this young generation for a disease that we don't want to have? Even we as adults, we don't have to have. Like we don't want to have it.
Which okay.
Okay,
Have you finished?
go on, go on.
Which brings me to answer your question, which it brings me to my next point. Smokers can be a bad role model for children. Now, for example, let's say if you saw smokers in a restaurant, will you see it as some good people or people who you don't want to associate with? Is it?
I don't see as. Don't you think that we as young,
Yes.
young, like young generations and youngsters,
Yes.
we don't really see that as something that bad role model. We see like, oh, it's something I would love to try. Don't you think like that?
Okay, I think it's from my perspective. When I see a smoker, I think I cannot. Just the smell is enough to make me trigger my asthma attacks. If kids saw that, I don't think they would want to try that. Even if they eat with their family, usually, right? Usually, will they family encourage that their actions? If you are talking about smoking, right? So I think that smoking can actually lead to reduce the amount of people that want to smoke in eateries, in my opinion. What do you think?
I agree with him, but at the same time, Ilyana also have a point. It's about, well, when you talk about children, they don't know any much like adults. So when they see adults do it, they want to try it out. Also, it comes to my mind when there are also some children tried smoking. So from that itself, it shows that it's a bad habit for
Yeah.
smokers.
Yes, I see.
Yeah.
So allow me to go to over the key points. So we have discussed about eateries as a medium for smokers, and also smoking already antagonized and depressed due to working environment and etc. While you guys decided to say that health problems and smokers for smokers and secondhand smokers, and also one way for smokers to quit smoking. So I've changed my mind. I'm going to go against with our focus today because I do believe that smoking actually brings bad health and it should be banned in eateries.
Yeah, but I still have a doubt in my mind before I take. What about smokers? Where can they smoke in peace besides eateries? Don't you think that it's a bit cruel for them, for us to suddenly ban them? That's the only doubt in my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think. So, do you have any alternative that smokers can use besides eateries?
Well, I did say that I agree with your points on accommodation. Like the government should provide a better place for the smokers. We don't have to like ban them. Like you said, it will be a riot, but it comes to a point where we don't really want to expose the public with this hazardous smoke. We don't really want the public to have another disease that we don't really want it to be. And it's not a really a small disease. It's a really hazardous disease.
Yes, yes, I agree.
Sorry, can I add something?
Yes.
Yeah, if that health problem for people is not enough for you, I will prove that the cigarette can cause fire.
Yeah.
So if they smoking at eateries,
Yes.
and when they finish smoking, they throw the cigarette away, and they not blow out the fire properly,
Yes.
and it can cause fire when it touch something that can burn easily. So it's not just health problem,
I see.
it's not just health issues, it's about safety issues.
I see. Then I see your point, and I think I'm against these issues also. But might need a step by step
Yeah.
solution before we
Yeah,
fully ban them, I think. Yes.
True. We agree that we ban the smoking. However, at the same time, we also provide a step-by-step solution for both party, smokers and non-smokers. So, in a nutshell, we can say that smoking is bad, and at the same time, it's not smokers' fault entirely.
Yes, I agree.
But we hope that it could bring a win-win situation for both party at the end of the, what we call that,
Of the day.
of the day, yeah,
Okay.
in future.
In future.
Okay.
So that's all for now. We all agree that we are
Yes,
against with
I-
our focus today. So
Yes, I
I
agree.
think that's all for
so
today.
that's all for today.
Yeah.
Alright, see
See
you.
you.
Bye.
Bye.